Have you ever asked yourself, why is my child throwing a fit? What in the world is going on? Or this seems to be such an over-the-top reaction for what just happened. If you have, you're not alone. Many parents struggle with seeing their child overreact to something and feel confused about how best to help them in the moment. When your child does this, this is called flipping their lid. Dr. Dan Siegel, a physician, developed an easy way for us to understand what is happening in our brains in reaction to stress, and he calls it the hand model of the brain. So let's start by holding up our hands. Your wrist is the spinal cord upon which the brain sits. Your palm is the brainstem, which regulates our very basic functions of our body, like our breathing, our heart rate, and digestion. It happens automatically, and we don't have to think about it. Your thumb represents the part of your brain responsible for activating your stress response. It's called the amygdala, and it's like your alarm system because it detects danger. The hippocampus, which helps us form new memories and save them, helps us link those to a very specific emotion. If you place that thumb in the palm, you form what's called the limbic system, which is responsible for our emotions, our memories, and activating our survival instinct. It plays an important role in how we feel safe, how we develop relationships with other people, and to secure healthy attachment to them. Your fingers are the thinking part of your brain, your cerebral cortex, and your prefrontal cortex, or your wise owl. The area allows us to imagine, create, problem solve, as well as understand abstract thoughts. The prefrontal cortex, in particular, helps us think through situations that are detected by the amygdala or our alarm system, and help us to control how big our emotional responses are before they get too big and cause us to act in ways that we later regret. If you close your fingers over top of your palm and your thumb, there you have it, the hand model of the brain, divided into your upstairs brain, or your cerebral cortex, and your downstairs brain, which is your brainstem and your limbic system. So here's an example of what's happening in that downstairs brain when we're stressed. Let's say, for instance, that you're stung by a bee one time. The hippocampus has saved that memory, and it helps you to remember the fear you felt when you were stung. Next time you see a bee, that amygdala or your alarm system is going to see that bee as a potential threat, and you are going to automatically feel afraid. What happens when we flip our lid? Well, typically, when we experience stress, the upstairs brain, or our prefrontal cortex, considers the situation, detected by that alarm system or our amygdala, and it tells our limbic system what size emotional response to have. It helps us stay in control and not flip our lid. But when the stress we experience overwhelms our way of managing this, we can easily flip our lid and have a very big emotional response. If you're tired, stressed, hungry, worried about other things, our lids can flip more easily. When we are in this lid flip state, the downstairs brain actually takes over. Using the hand model of the brain, you lift your fingers to release the fist. The connection between your upstairs brain and your downstairs brain is lost. We can no longer effectively communicate with others. We can't control our emotions, and we respond without reasoning. We also don't have to be in real danger to flip our lid. Any stressful situation can cause our stress hormones to increase and shut down this thinking part of our brain. Since the prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed until we're 25, kids find it so much harder to respond to stressful situations and calm and regulate their emotions. So you might be wondering, what do we do when we have a child that's flipping their lid right out in front of us? First, it's very important for us to stay calm and not flip our own lids in response. Secondly, we can state what we see. I see you're having a really hard time right now. Thank you for showing me. Third, we want to honor that emotion. It's okay to be angry, sad, or upset. Then fourth, you want to sit with them in the moment, breathing and ensuring that they're safe. If they scream or yell or hit, you can say, "I will talk with you when you're calm," or "It's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to hit me. We can talk when you're calm." Finally, when your child finally starts to calm down, do some calm down activities together to get that upstairs brain back online and overtop that limbic system. This makes them ready to have a conversation, to hear your words, and then you can offer consequences for the previous action if those are needed. Activities that help you calm can include taking deep breaths, counting backwards from 10, using all of your senses like sight, sound, touch, or taste to notice your surroundings, or even getting up and doing some physical movement like jumping jacks. Dr. Dan Siegel's hand model of the brain is a great first step in helping your child get in touch with emotions and explore healthy ways to release and regulate them. Along with your unconditional love and support, it can foster their emotional intelligence and help them build balanced relationships. So give it a try. Together, we are building a better, healthier community.